Okay guys, so we're back in Five Nights TD. And for this video, we're going to be doing every new unit versus endless mode. What this means is that we have gotten every single new unit from this update, including the new MXES unit and the new clan units, and they are all Shiny Vengeance maxed out stats, and we're going to be taking them up against endless mode and seeing how far each and every single one of them can make it. But before we get into it, let me introduce you to them. So for starters, we have a shiny pig patch with Vengeance. The type of unit she is cone AoE. She can do up to 600 damage. Her range can get as high as 25, and her cooldown can get as low as 1 second. Next, we have a shiny Ned Bear with Vengeance. The type of unit he is cone AoE plus stun. He can do up to 4,000 damage. His range can get as high as 25, and his cooldown can get as low as 2 seconds. Up next, we have a shiny Orville with Vengeance. His passive is called Slow. Attacks slow enemies by 60%. The type of unit he is Splash plus Slow. He can do up to 30,000 damage. His range can get as high as 30, and his cooldown can get as low as 1.5 seconds. Next, we have a shiny Happy Frog with Vengeance. The type of unit he is Range Booster. His range boost can get as high as 1.3, and his range can get as high as 25, and his cooldown can get as low as 1 second. Next up, we have a shiny Crying Soul with Vengeance. Her passive is called Slow. Slows enemies by 25%. The type of unit she is cone AoE plus Slow. She can do up to 290 damage. Her range can get as high as 28, and her cooldown can get as low as 0.25 seconds. Up next, we have a shiny Easter Freddles. His passive is called Helper Freddle. Every 10 seconds summons a Helper Freddle with health equal to 30 times damage. The type of unit he is AoE plus summon. He can do up to 2,750 damage. His range can get as high as 27, and his cooldown can get as low as 0.25 seconds. Up next, we have a shiny L-Chip with Vengeance. His passive is called L-Chip. Buffs all stats by 25%. The type of unit he is triple boost. Each boost can do up to 0.75 times. His range can get as high as 25, and his cooldown can get as low as 1 second. Up next, we have a shiny DD with Vengeance. Her passive is called Boom Boom Boom. Stuns last for 1 second. The type of unit she is Nuke plus stun. She can do up to 67,000 damage. Her range can get as high as 32, and her cooldown can get as low as 4 seconds. Up next, we have the Paper Pals with Vengeance. Their passive is called Slow. Slows enemies by 65%. The type of unit they are is cone AoE plus Slow. They can do up to 4,800 damage. Their range can get as high as 37, and their cooldown can get as low as 0.25 seconds. Up next, we have shiny XOR with Vengeance. The type of unit he is cone AoE plus Poison. He can do up to 42,000 damage. His range can get as high as 30, and his cooldown can get as low as 4 seconds. And for our last unit, we have a shiny MXES with Vengeance. His passive is called Corruption. Slows enemies by 65% and deals plus 10% damage in poison. The type of unit he is AoE slow plus poison. He can do up to 120,000 damage. His range can get as high as 35, and his cooldown can get as low as 2.5 seconds. Oh my gosh, guys, that was a lot of units. I cannot lie, but you guys already know that I love to show the raw stats of all the units because, you know, if you are obviously not new here, you do already know that. The point of showing the raw stats is to show what these units are like without the boost, and then I am obviously going to be showing you what they're like with the boost, but on endless mode. Also, just wanted to state real quick, I have not done this in a long time, so if I missed a few things, I'm very sorry. It has literally been like a month and a half since I played this game. I'm really glad to be back, and I'm really glad that a lot of you want to see me back on this game, to be honest, because clearly SpongeBob Tower Defense just wasn't really working all that well, and I don't know exactly how much fun I was having on it, but who knows, I might be back on it someday. But anyways, guys, before we get into it, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. So we now have 9 endless games, but I still think I'm going to be going with Endless 5 because this is the OG of the OG. And let's go ahead and click vote, and we are actually actually on night 5, I think. Actually, I don't really know. Okay, guys, so we are now in the game, and I have a lot of explaining to do, so please just hear me out. So I have the game paused right now, but I just wanted to say this. I'm filming this a day later. Roblox has now made an update to fat skins. Look at my skin. I am no longer a fat gummy bear. I have no idea what to do. Somebody, please go down in the comments if there's a fix for it, because I don't know exactly what to do. It's really not that bad, you know. It's really like I can get used to this, okay? You know, I just took a little bit of Ozempic, guys, okay? You know, I went on a fat loss journey, and that's exactly how it went. But knowing my luck, of course they had to do this update right as I was making the freaking video. So now I just look super weird, but I mean, hopefully you guys get used to this. I don't really know. I don't want a character to define my channel. So, you know, maybe I can put on like some funny character for you guys and make myself like super fat for no apparent reason at all. But I just kind of wanted to let you guys know before we actually get into the video, and just letting you guys know Bimmy Blox' character is cooked too. So rest in peace, Bimmy Blox. ML is random, I think is okay. So, you know, good job to ML is random. And for any other YouTubers, I really have no idea. Anyways, time to actually like continue the video. I have not played this game in a very long time, guys. A very, very, very long time. So there we go. We already have something hitting our base. I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I could have just used the admin panel right there. I'm gonna be completely honest. Maybe I set my base health back to 100 to make it fair. This is actually like way easier with the admin panel. I'm just now like realizing how easy this is. Oh my god. Wait, so wait. Let me just give myself some money real quick, right? Boom, there we go. Just max out all my boosters and stuff, so now we don't really even have to worry about anything money-wise. I forgot to look at our first unit, of course, so I don't know exactly what this unit does, but I do know it is the worst out of all of them. It is the epic, and we can place approximately 3 of them. So let me just get 3 of them down. Let me sell, and let me just max them all out. I just pulled up my calculator to the left side as well, so I can calculate some DPS. From what I know, guys, we do still have the best boosters in the game, okay? These are still the best boosters. I think we're doing perfectly fine. We do have 67 range on these guys, which honestly isn't bad. You know, once again, it's been a while since I played this game, and it's looking like 67 range is actually full map control, which is kind of cool. But let me go ahead and check stats real quick. So this unit is doing 9,789.2 damage per second. It has 67 range, so I mean, on at least Endless 5, it is full map control, which is actually very freaking useful for us. I'm going to be completely honest. Now, this is the difference between this game and SpongeBob Tower Defense, is that this game actually has it down to the exact decimal. So we actually do know how much DPS these units do. Now, once again, it is a shiny Vengeance with the best boosters in the game, of course. But actually, getting a shiny version of this one would not be as hard as getting a shiny version. Well, actually, no. It would be, I think I said that right. It would be not as hard as getting a shiny version as like all of the other units, you know, including like the Apex and stuff, because obviously this is an epic. You are way more likely to get a shiny version of it, so you might actually be able to pull Vengeance on it. But if we do times this number by 3 on the left side, which you guys cannot see, it is 29,367.6 damage per second. So 3 of them are doing about 30,000 DPS, which really isn't that bad, to be honest. And before some of you guys start commenting down below and you're like, oh my gosh, why did you not use the admin panel to uncap placements? The reason why I'm not doing that is because that's not how the OG videos used to be. We're not going to always use admin panel to just automatically boost everything, because I do feel like that is the wrong turn I took with the videos, and I took with, you know, obviously making content for you guys, was making that copy and paste stuff where I did 100 of every unit versus a boss. I feel like it was way too copy and paste. I mean, this is every new unit versus endless mode, but it's literally every new unit. So, I mean, that is a copy and paste title. However, this is something completely brand new because I've never seen these units before. Let me actually lock in though, okay? I was just trying to explain that to you guys because it does make a little bit of sense. I'm not going to be using this 24/7. I think I should just use it at the start so we don't have to lose any unnecessary HP. So it's kind of like a good little like side tool for us to use here. As you guys can see though, we're not doing too bad, but let me go ahead and start raiding some stuff before we actually end up dying. I'm surprised an epic is even making it this far. One more thing I want to mention that that's very important though, is that at wave 50, we're going to be selling our jar of pickles. Yes, we're going to be selling it, because it does make everything really overpowered. And I do want this video to be fairly long. So, yeah, we're going to be selling it at wave 50. I think we have like 11 units to go through in total. But let me go ahead and rate the design. So the actual design of the unit is really not that bad. And yes, I do have free cam in this game. I keep on forgetting. I love the Five Nights CD devs for giving me free cam. Thank you so very much. Free cam has literally saved this channel. Anyways, the actual design of it, it's pretty simple. I would say it's nothing too crazy, to be honest. That's kind of the only issue, is that it's nothing too crazy. All right, because if we're gonna be doing bi-weekly updates, Five Nights CD devs, I'm going to go ahead and tell you one simple thing: you need to make these guys look insane, okay? Because bi-weekly updates could possibly really like actually put the game out of its misery. But I mean, we're still averaging like 6K players. We still have a full community on this game. I think we're doing okay. But the main point is that the design is probably like a 7 out of 10. It's nothing too crazy. The animations are, you know, basically just a regular shooting shotgun. I would say probably like a good 8 out of 10. Something a little bit different. Now, once again, I haven't played the game in a while, so these ratings could be a little high, could be a little low. Just what I think of it. And as far as effects goes, there are literally 0 effects, so I'm not going to be rating it at all. Like, there are no VFX with this unit whatsoever, so I cannot really review that part. But for an epic, it's definitely really good, because obviously you can spawn 3 of them, which is 30,000 damage per second, which is honestly not bad at all. I will appreciate a 30,000 damage per second epic literally any day of the week. I'm not gonna lie though, I have no earthly idea how we are making it this freaking far right now. I did not expect a wave 30 right off the bat. We're already 7 minutes into the recording. I keep on forgetting though that we do have 2 times speed, and we do have an admin panel that will allow us to go just a little bit faster. So let's do like 3 times speed actually, guys, because if we are wanting a match to go a little bit quicker, that definitely could be a really good idea to do it. Or maybe I could just do 2x speed, because I don't know if this matches with their DPS or not. This might have been a really bad idea actually. Let me just do the regular speed thing up there. I think that would help. I'm not going to do anything that will possibly mess up their attacks, okay? Because the 2x speed should obviously do them some justice. We did just die right here, I think. Are we dead? Yes, we're dead. Wow, they didn't kill the boss? Oh my gosh. Well, GG's to our piggy unit. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and choose the hardest modifier, and let's go ahead and get our beautiful looking starter units down. I'm pretty sure we could do them like right there. I think I maxed them out. I can't really remember exactly, but I can just give us an absolute crap ton of cash, and then I can just, I'm pretty sure, just like freeze the enemies like this. Boom. That should be pretty easy. Yes, I literally put it on like 0x speed. Okay, I don't know how good of an idea that was. I really don't know what I'm doing exactly. I did give us enough money though to like literally feed ourselves for a very long time, because we know I clearly need to eat. Yeah, I'm clearly on a diet this whole entire video. I have no idea what has happened, but I would say after most people see Bimmy's avatar, you know, you guys might look at mine and be like, wow, you know, yours is definitely not as bad as that. So I'm really like not even that worried at this point in time. We can place 3 of this guy, okay? He is a mythic, which honestly is not that bad. He's not that bad for a mythic. I'm pretty sure he's like cone AoE and slow, I think. I really think. I'm not exactly sure, but let me go ahead and just max all of them out. How much damage does he do? He does 23,000 damage. We're only on the mythic. Okay, yeah, let's get some 2x speed going, because this is way too much for me. Oh my gosh. So according to my calculations, guys, he does 32,631.2 damage per second, and then if we times that number by 3, he does 97,893.6 damage per second. So all of these people are almost doing 100,000 damage per second together, only being a mythic, by the way. So this is clearly a very overpowered mythic. I mean, he's cone AoE, and then I'm pretty sure it's slow. I can't remember exactly what it is, but he does not have a passive or anything like that yet, because I do know that there are a pretty decent amount of units that I introduced at the start of the video that do have a passive. So this could be a little bit crazy, and I'm just doing the max speed that we can do, because this is going to possibly be like probably one of the longest videos I've ever made on my channel. I think I have had an every new unit versus endless mode that was like 50 minutes before, but since we have the 2x speed, it definitely should obviously basically 2 times the time it takes to make the videos usually. So maybe it'll be a little bit faster, because I do know we have 11 units. I do know a lot of them are overpowered, and I do know that we are going to be selling our jar of pickles at wave 50, which is a pretty late wave. It takes a pretty decent amount of time to get to that wave, just so you guys know. And you guys know I love to yap, so that is the main reason why the videos are usually as long as they are. are, but I do like to do actual unit reviews, okay, which I feel like a lot of YouTubers lack in, you know, not hating, obviously. I feel like I do pretty good unit reviews, or I try to. But anyways, if we look at the design of the unit, I honestly kind of like it. I like the board, okay, I really do. He's a clean looking guy. I can't even lie. I would honestly give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It's like, it's nothing too crazy, but it's also not like a bad design either. His name is Ned Bear, which is a really cool name. I don't know why I love that name so much. It's just really nice. He has like 67 range. So I mean, if we were to move this one over a little bit, he would have full map control, I'm pretty sure. He just doesn't have it right now because I was trying to move him out so we could actually see what he's doing. If we look at his animation though, it's kind of just what you would expect it to be. You know, he picks up his board, he hits them with his board. There's no like VFX whenever he's hitting them, so I can't really rate that. The animation though, I would say probably another 8.5 out of 10. Nothing too crazy, but nothing too bad either, you know? It's kind of just like in the middle, but it's not mid, okay? It's like in the middle, but it's not mid. It's like average, basically. Oh my gosh, I hate being skinny. Why do I look like this? Roblox, why can you not make just one good update, please? And like, I'm not even joking either, guys. Name one update that Roblox has done that is actually useful. Okay, I'm like really trying to focus on the video here, but I promise it's so hard, you know? Guys, things are just gonna be different for now, okay? There's really nothing I can do about it. Things are gonna be different for now, but I'm sure they'll probably revert it at some point, right? Right, Roblox? I mean, like, you're literally ruining BimbyBlox's channel. How dare you? How dare you ruin BimbyBlox's channel? I'm just kidding. His channel is not defined by his character, just like mine isn't, but still, I would love to be a really fat gummy bear. Why can't I be a really fat gummy bear? So again, guys, I'm just a little bit annoyed at Roblox because they like literally never release a single good update, and then of course they have to release one update that's gonna literally affect me so freaking badly. I don't know why you can't just leave me alone. Can you not just like let me live my life, Roblox, please? I look like I haven't eaten in weeks, and here's the thing is that I just ate a whole entire freaking McDonald's buffet earlier. Like I went through the whole entire thing, and you're telling me I look like I haven't eaten in weeks? Anyways, on a real note though, we are almost on wave 50. Okay, we are very, very close to wave 50, and we are only on the second unit, and I am 15 minutes into the recording. So by the looks of it, it seems like we are going to end up being here for a very, very long time. This might genuinely be the longest video I have probably ever made. So you guys better prepare yourselves, and I will prepare myself too. I will make this the most entertaining video on my channel, okay? Because clearly it is highly anticipated, okay? A lot of you voted on the poll. Most of you said that you wanted me to come back to Five Nights TD. Hold on, let me sell my jar of pickles. Oh my gosh, it's not stolen. Okay, yeah, that boss is killing us. I forgot how hard Circus Baby is, and I don't think any mythic is gonna kill it, but it doesn't mean the Apex won't, okay, guys? GG's to our Ned Bear. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pick the hardest game modifier. Let's go ahead and get our beautiful looking starter units down and probably just pause the wave and just give ourselves an absolute crap ton of cash. So while I have an absolute crap ton of cash and I'm placing this real quick, I think I'll just go ahead and still get my starter units down, because why not? Let me just do a little bit of that and a little bit of that. Anyways, though, this unit that I'm about to use, it is a splash plus slow, and the passive for this unit, I'm pretty sure slows it by like 60%, or no, she can slow enemies by 60%. And I will obviously just show her to you guys. We can only place 2 of her, unfortunately, but that's really like not that big of a deal. I'm gonna get one right there. I'm gonna max out one of them completely. 177,000 damage. Keep in mind her raw stats are only like 30,000, so yeah, very overpowered unit. Let me go ahead and change the speed, but anyways, we have a lot to go over here. So we have 177,187.5 damage every 0.543 seconds. So she has 81 range. She literally has full map range once again. This one might actually be on most maps. Okay, most maps she probably does have full range, and this unit looks like a she. I have no idea if it's a he or she. I don't really know. I'm gonna keep on saying she because it's an elephant. It looks like a girl. I don't really know. Anyways, it's a Five Nights TD character. But anyways, it has 81 range, and 81 range is very good, especially for this game. And like I said, provides full map control. She does an absolute crap ton of damage. Let me calculate her DPS real quick. So just from one of them, they do 326,312.1 damage per second. If we times that number by 2, they do 652,624.3 damage per second. That has got to be one of the most insane secrets I think I've ever seen. So that's like nearing 1,000,000 damage per second on a secret. She does do splash damage, which I'm pretty sure splash damage in this game is not that good. Same thing with SpongeBob Tower Defense, of course. But splash damage in this game is not that good. She does do splash plus slow, I think. So since she tends to slow down units, you know, I think that definitely makes her a lot better. The reason why that makes her a lot better is because she's doing an absolute and utter crap ton of DPS. So since they are both doing almost 700,000 damage per second combined, of course, we can sell our jar of pickles and they would still be doing an absolute crap ton of slowing. So I think we would be completely okay if we sold our jar of pickles, which kind of scares me because that means, you know, we're probably gonna end up making it very, very far. Although I do want to make it far, but that's gonna leave this video being like an hour long. Honestly, at this point, it's okay because this is going to be a huge Five Nights TD comeback, guys. Okay, I will try and like actually provide content on this game for you guys. Anyways, we are slowly zooming into the Orville, as you can see. Honestly, I really like the design on Orville. Some people might say it's pretty basic, but I'm not gonna lie. To me, this is not that basic. This is honestly like really clean in my opinion. I don't know why I like the design of the elephant so much. She looks really clean, so I would probably say like a 9 out of 10 design. Really not bad at all. If we go over the animation, it's kind of a basic animation. She's kind of just flicking onto people really fast, I think because she has a fast cooldown. But the animation is not like, it's not anything too crazy. She's not that cool. I would say maybe like a 7 out of 10. Kind of a basic animation, but I'm gonna put her right over here if I can actually fit her there. Can I not fit her there? I mean, I know she's an elephant, but like, dang. There we go. I can put her right there. Okay, perfect. There we go. Ignore the money we have at the top, guys. Okay, it's definitely not real. I have no idea why that says that. Okay, I totally did not do that. I don't know what comes after a trillion. Okay, because, well, actually, no, this is, yeah, I don't know what comes after a trillion. So this is like 10 zillion, I think, that comes after a trillion. I think I have $10 zillion. You know, I would definitely love to have that in real life. Can I not just convert this to real life money? Like, come on, Five Nights TD. I could literally just do anything I wanted if I had that much money. Like, it's so hard to even explain. But anyways, continuing talking about literally one of the most insane secret units I think I've ever seen in this game. Keep in mind, we are only on the 3rd unit. We have so many more units to come in this video, and it's also way 50, so I'm selling my jar of pickles. Holy crap! Oh my gosh, you just humbled the boss. Oh my gosh, we're gonna actually be here for years. We are going to be here for years. Why is my back fat, but my stomach is completely flat? I'm so confused. I have like a rump on my back, but then I'm just like completely skinny. I don't really know. I don't look that much different. I just don't look as plump now, so it kind of sucks, but I mean, it's completely okay, guys. You know, I started working out, okay? Totally working out. I'm totally on a weight loss journey, and this didn't just get forced upon me. 110%. So now we literally don't have a jar of pickles, but I'm sure as you guys can see, if you have eyes, of course, I mean, you know, if you're watching the video with just captions on, then guess what? The Orville is slowing down the freaking units, which to an extent is good. I mean, it's kind of always good actually, and they're humbling the Enard too. You humbled the Enard? You are a secret unit. You should not be this good. Oh my god. To be fair though, whenever I went to the other secret unit, like not a lot existed, and I went to this one and only like 20 something existed, and only like 800 something of the other secret one existed. So it's a low-key kind of insane. I think that this unit is a lot more rare than we think, so maybe it's like some crazy overpowered unit. I don't really know. I literally just told the devs like, hey, I want all the new units, shiny vengeance, give them to me now, please, now. And then they were just like, okay, here you go. Now I will go ahead and mention the only unit I was not able to get shiny was the clan unit, and that is due to everybody complaining because apparently us deleting the unit after is a problem. I have no idea. That goes out to all my sweaty people who grind the clan out there. I really want to try out the unit for a video, or at least I've had it in this video, but I can get it, just not the shiny version, because people get really upset apparently if the exist count goes up. But whenever I delete it, it literally goes right back to normal. So I don't know why you guys are so mad. I really have no idea. I have not played this game in a month. Please just let me get the shiny one. But apparently the people will not let me do that. So, you know, part of me understands. Okay, it's all completely okay. But on a real note, we do still have the clan unit for the video. It's not that big of a deal if it's not shiny, guys. Do not worry. It is still going to be very overpowered, I hope. I mean, based off what I read, it seemed like it was pretty overpowered. I'm pretty sure it was the Paper Pals, which is the clan unit. It does look very boring though, because as you guys saw at the start, there's literally no animation on the Paper Pals at all. There's no animation. They're literally just paper, and they just stand there. Yeah, it's a pretty terrific actually. I'm not gonna lie though, I did expect at least a little bit of VFX from especially the secret units. There is literally literally no VFX on these things whatsoever, which part of me is a little bit pained by. You know, I kind of wish that they would have some effects on these, you know, people, but I mean, again, it's completely okay. I understand the bi-weekly updates. Probably not that easy to just make effects every single time, but I do think it should be more quality updates if it's going to be bi-weekly updates, which, to be fair, these last few updates have been really good, even though I have not been uploading on them, guys. I think that the space update was fire. Okay, I think that brought back a lot of the older YouTubers. I saw so many YouTubers making videos saying like, is Five Nights TD on a comeback, blah 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 blah. In my opinion, I think that they were. I mean, like, whenever they update, it definitely seems like they are, but I don't think it's a big deal if they're not. I feel like the community is still here, just people are just bored of the game, which for my channel is not the best thing. But you see, now there's not as much competition, guys. You know, I mean, there's only like me and like 2 other YouTubers uploading on the game, so technically me making this switch for my channel is a pretty good idea, because most of you guys love Five Nights TD. I want to be able to give you guys Five Nights TD content. I want to be able to give you guys what you love. And to be fair, most of you on the poll, I think about 70%, probably a little bit more, said, yo, hop back on Five Nights TD. So that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing. Woohoo. I'm low-key yapping right now. I'm so very sorry, guys. We are literally on wave 100. I have no idea what to even do with my life at this freaking point. I'm being so for real. What do I do? Can I speed this up a little bit more? Let's do like 5x speed, like SpongeBob Tower Defense, and let's just see what happens. Okay, yeah, so we got hit immediately. I know that's fake. I know that's a fake hit, right? Wait, actually, no. I think that actually was a real hit. Yeah, because I'm not even touching it anymore. This isn't even me at this point. Oh, I think it's, oh my gosh, wait, it's due to the fact that they aren't able to hit fast enough because they're cooldown. Oh my god, that actually makes so much sense. GG's to our Orville. All right, so let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier, and then let's go ahead and place our beautiful looking starter units once again. Let me come right here, just pause the wave real quick. Let me get all of my boosters down. So, as most of you may know, this unit is actually going to be pretty interesting. I'm going to keep it completely honest. Wait, why is it not pausing the wave? Okay, we have returned, guys, with an absolute crap ton of money. Do not even worry about any of this. So real quick, as many of you may know, if you still play this game, of course, we have right here the Happy Frog, and she is a range booster. I'm pretty sure it's a she. This one definitely looks like a she, okay? But anyways, the point is that this is a range booster, so, you know, we do have to try out every unit for the video, and you can place 3 of this unit. Seems like a pretty decent range booster. Unfortunately, our jar of pickles still absolutely crushes you, Miss Froggy. I'm so very sorry. I don't look very intimidating anymore because I'm super freaking skinny. I'm so very sorry. I went on a whole entire weight loss journey. I totally was not, you know, forced to. It would, okay. I'm just like trying to talk to you and you're just walking away. All right, yeah, that's completely fine. Let's set our base health to just like a little bit more, like 899, so I can go over the actual unit real quick. Not bad range boost. It's only a little bit worse than our jar of pickles. So if you were a newer player, you would probably actually want to use this. Okay, I would honestly highly suggest it. It's really not that bad. The actual design, I would literally say a 9.5 out of 10. This has got to easily be like the best one yet. The animations on it aren't even bad either. I'll give that like an 8 out of 10. And there is my really fast rating, guys. So I will go ahead and give us like 20 HP because that's how much we were at. We were obviously going to be cooked regardless. However, this is a pretty cool looking unit. I would say it's a nice animations, and it's not even a bad booster, to be honest. I mean, people might just be overhating on the Happy Froggy, but I mean, W Happy Froggy. GG's to our Happy Frog. All right, so we're now in the game. Let's go ahead and choose the hardest modifier, get our starting units down once again, get our boosters down right here. Okay, now we should actually be able to defend, guys. I think we should be completely fine. I do enjoy giving ourselves money, but I do think we can actually just sit here. What the heck just happened? I do think we can just sit here and build it up real quick because it's really like not even that hard to do. Anyways, though, I forgot the name of this unit. We will see it whenever we place it. However, this unit is a cone AoE and slow, I'm pretty sure. Again, you guys can go back to the start and go look at these things. I'm just letting you know once again, if you really don't feel like it, I'm so very sorry, okay? But you can feel free to go back to the start and look at these things. Now, for a unit this small, honestly packs a pretty big punch. Not that big of a punch, though. I'm gonna be completely honest here. It does have a 0.09 cooldown, so maybe I am a little bit wrong. Let me throw in the calculator real quick. I'll do this one on the mic since it's like very, very short. It is doing 19,031.1 damage per second. I cannot lie. That's not that bad. If we times that number by 3, we get 57,000. This is a unit that I'm pretty sure you can purchase in a pack if I'm not mistaken. So for a unit in a pack, this is not that bad. I'm pretty sure it is cone AoE, actually. I don't really know. You guys can go back at the start once again and you should be able to see it just fine and all that good stuff because I don't really know. I kind of try and remember it before I get into the game, but it's really hard to do that. On a real note, though, it does have 76 range, which is really good map control, to be honest. I do think it is AoE plus slow. I don't really remember. I do know that the passive is like slow enemies by 25%, so it does have a little bit of slowing on it. That's probably the slowing part. I just can't remember if it's AoE or cone AoE. At this point, I'm guessing it's probably an AoE unit because it's pretty weak. It's not anything too crazy. It's seeming like it's an AoE unit, and a way that we can test that would obviously just be selling all of them like we're doing right here. And to be fair, yes, it does seem like it is an AoE unit, to be honest. Let me replace it though, and let me get our health back to 100 because that was kind of unfair because I sold 2 of them just so I could test out something. But I'm sure you guys know what I mean with this base health HP thing or whatever. It is definitely a lot more useful having the admin panel because I'm able to do literally so much more. On a real note though, we are on the 5th unit now. So, I mean, we are making some pretty good progress here, guys. You know, we are on about 35 minutes of recording. We'll probably end up hitting like an hour plus because the MXES or MXES, I don't really know exactly how to pronounce it, is going to be absolutely insane. There is just nothing else to say about it. It's going to be the most insane thing we've probably ever used on the freaking channel. Actually, maybe not the most insane thing we've ever used, but definitely a pretty insane thing that we have used before. I did forget to do my double speed. That's probably why this is taking a little bit of a long time, so that is my bad. Anyways though, let's actually go over this unit just real quick. I did spawn this one a little bit farther out so we could actually see it. I'm not gonna lie, it's too simple for me. I'm just being honest. And again, I could be completely wrong. Okay guys, I really could, but this is way too simple for me. I feel like tiny units are a little cute though, so I'll give it like, you know, 7.5 out of 10 on the design. There's not even really like an animation that I can rate. Like there's no hitting animation. There's an animation of them just looking around, but 0 on the animation, 0 on the VFX. Once again, guys, I don't know what's going on here. Now, is Five Nights at Freddy's on a comeback? In my eyes, yes, but I mean, these are not the units that we should be waiting for a week. Okay, guys, actually not a week, 2 weeks. Okay, I do not want to wait on units that do not have VFX after 2 weeks, guys. Please lock in, devs. I'm kidding. I love your game. Do not sue me. I'm completely joking. Everything I just said was for funny PR purposes, and I completely regret it all. Thank you very much. Somehow we are actually killing this boss. I don't know how this is possible, but again, if we are killing that boss that slow, I can almost guarantee you guys that once we get to the circus baby, we are absolutely and utterly cooked out of this world because we are not going to be able to kill that circus baby literally whatsoever. I hope you guys know that. It is not going to be getting killed at all because this unit is way too weak. So even if we do end up making it to wave 50, we are still absolutely cooked regardless of the situation. I'm going to be completely honest here. Honestly, guys, I was just now trying to remember what wave the epic unit made it to at the start. I cannot remember if we did end up making it to wave 50 or not. I'm not gonna lie, if we did, that would be absolute and utter bonkers because I don't know why an epic is making it that far. I feel like this unit's only good though due to the cooldown. Like this unit probably has one of the best cooldowns I think I've ever seen. It's 0.09, which is like a crazy low cooldown, especially for being in a regular game and not being a boss raid. Oh my god, please don't do it to us, Hijack Freddy. Thank you. Bye have a good day. Well, based off what I just saw, I'm pretty sure Circus Baby is going to cook us as long as if these Circus Babies don't do it first, okay? Because right now it's looking like we are absolutely cooked. Again, I could be completely mistaken. You guys never know, but it's just not looking real good right now. I'm just being honest here. It is not looking too good for us. Now, I do know that their damage is obviously different from SpongeBob Tower Defense just a little bit, but I do keep on forgetting that we can see the damage on these units, and it's literally doing like 10 million damage, or has done 10 million damage already, which is pretty freaking insane. I cannot lie. That is literally just on one of them. Most of them literally, yeah, every single one of them have hit 10 million damage. Crazy amounts of high damage. I really cannot lie, and I do think it's mainly because it's an AoE unit, and you guys know how AoE units are, okay? AoE units are not going to be doing as good on bosses, so I would say once it gets to the Circus Baby, we are going to be very cooked. We are going to be completely done, if I do say so myself. We do have a realistic amount of money now. I did not cheat and do money this game, but look, we have like $9 million. Are you guys proud of me? Thank you for being very proud of me. I greatly appreciate it. Oh yeah, and I have to go ahead and sell what am I trying to say? Hello? I have to go ahead and sell my jar of pickles, and yeah, as that happened, we just got cooked, and then we were obviously not going to kill the Circus Baby anyway, so that is amazing. GG's to our crying soul. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier. Let's go ahead and get our beautiful looking starter units down. Let me actually place the boosters boosters this time like I did last time. I'm not gonna lie, it actually seemed like it worked for some reason. I have no idea how, but it definitely seemed like it worked. Please let me place it normally. Stop doing that stupid glitch to me. I dislike that glitch so very much. It literally like hurts my screen every time that happens. Anyways, our next unit is pretty important though, guys. This is going to be a stun plus nuke unit. It does an absolute insane amount of damage, and I mean insane amount of damage. You can only place one of this unit, so that is how you know that this unit is going to be absolutely cooking, guys. Okay, there's only one problem with the unit, and it is that the unit's cooldown is not that good. However, we do have the best cooldown booster in the game, so clearly it is going to be helping us a lot. But as you guys can see, 395,718.7 damage every 1.447 seconds. Now, if you guys watched Quill's video on this unit, his video is basically talking about how this unit is a really good stun unit, which is what I was about to talk about. The passive of this unit is called like boom boom boom, I think, or something like that. I really do like boom boom boom. Okay, 5 big booms for all of us in the chat room right now. But their stun actually lasts for 1 second, so they can stun a unit for literally 1 second. Nuke units have like the best radius in this whole entire game. Like, I mean, they can shoot at one person and hit like everyone in like a 40-mile radius. Now, if we did have 2 DDs, I feel like it would be better, because obviously this unit is better if you are mixing it in a stack. Okay, the only problem with this unit is obviously the cooldown, and since we don't do any slowing, this can be pretty bad for us, because what I mean by no slowing is, yes, we do have the jar of pickles, but once it hits you know, wave 50, we are going to have to sell these jar of pickles, and we are going to be absolutely and utterly cooked. And the reason why we're going to be absolutely and utterly cooked is because we have no slowing, and since this unit's cooldown is slow, it kind of makes it really bad for us. But it does have full map control with 86.9 range. We cannot calculate the DPS on it. It literally just does almost 400,000 damage a second. Well, not really a second, because it's 1.447. If you did put overclocked on it though, it would be better cooldown wise, because overclocked is actually less cooldown than developer, which what I mean by that is it removes more cooldown than the developer enchant, which is absolute insanity. But yes, overclock would be the best one that you could do on this one to obviously get the best cooldown. However, we did do vengeance, because vengeance is really good for cooldown as well, but vengeance is super good with damage. It gives a good amount of range. We have the best boosters. It kind of just evens it all out, and a 1.4 cooldown, especially for a unit this freaking powerful, is definitely not that bad. Okay, it could be a lot worse for us, guys, and it could be like a lot worse, like a lot worse. But as you guys know, a lot of stun units in this game are usually very overpowered, just so you guys know. Stun units, and especially the stun lasting for 1 second, is absolutely insane, because if it applies to bosses, it would make it even better, because stunning a boss for 1 second is like throwing him a dog bone. I mean, it's pretty insane. I don't know what I was going for there, but trust me, it did make a lot of sense. We should actually 3-shot her, and we are shooting really freaking fast. Oh my god. So whenever we actually do hit wave 50, because right now there are no doubts that we won't hit wave 50 50 unless we're just not able to kill the boss. But like the last boss was moving extremely slow and we still killed it. So that obviously means if a new boss walks through here, which I know that the next one is not that freaking hard, literally at all, we should be able to kill it. Easy. All right, guys, we are now on wave 40. I do think I forgot one singular thing. He did absolutely destroy that boss, or she did. My fault, guys. I did forget to actually review the unit, so woohoo. Let's get into doing that real quick. As you can see, the unit's very nice looking. Wow. Very nice design. I do think that this unit's in the thumbnail too. Actually, I don't think I know this unit's in the thumbnail because this unit is actually very clean. I like the little spin around effects. I'm not gonna lie. But as far as design goes, I would say like good like 9 out of 10. And as far as animation goes, I would say a harsh 10 of 10 or 10 out of 10. The reason why I say 10 out of 10 is because I like the propeller spinning. It literally shows that this unit is flying. I like the little spin around. There are no effects, unfortunately. I'm trying to make sure I have effects on. Like, yeah, I have all the effects on. So there's really not anything I'm doing wrong here, guys. I mean, like there's just not really very many VFX. Now, we do know that the Apex unit is obviously going to have some VFX because the Apex unit is the Apex unit. Of course, it's going to have effects. Like, why would the Apex unit not have effects? All right, let me go ahead and sell my jar of pickles. This could end a little bit bad. We have to fully rely on DD's damage to be able to do enough. And oh my gosh, it's probably, oh my gosh, it's not enough. I'm actually so surprised. It's due to her really tiny cooldown that it was not enough, unfortunately. GG's to our DD. All right, so let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier. Let's go ahead and get all of our tarnished Fredbears down. Actually, let me get my boosters right here again. Please fast Hurry fast, please. I need to really start practicing on doing these things a lot faster, guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, and max them out. Put another one right here, max it out, and now let's get the boosters maxed out. Yes, perfect. Okay, now time to talk about this unit. So it is wait, what am I trying to say? Can I please speak English today? It does AoE plus summon, I'm pretty sure, and I think like every 10 seconds it basically summons a unit, and in the unit's HP is going to be 30 times their damage. So hopefully our damage booster can do a really good amount right now. We can place 2 of this beautiful unit, which is amazing. So let me do a little bit of that real quick. Let me max out both of them. We have 16,242.2 damage. I almost said damage per second. I meant just damage in general. That's a good amount of damage, and this is, oh wow, okay, this little guy is cute. Hello, Easter Freddle. We do have little Easter Freddles just running out of random exits, which I feel like this is like genuinely hilarious. The other funny part is that this unit actually hits, so it's very similar to Grave Lord Foxy. Oh my gosh, we have so much to go over. I love summoner units. Oh my gosh. Okay, yes. This is going to be spicing up the video so much, guys, because I love summoner units. But now we have a summoner unit who summons, but also does AoE at the same exact time. See, now this is really good because this allows our Freddles to actually be able to focus on the bosses, because they do have like 487,000 HP, I'm pretty sure. So they have 487,266 HP. So this allows them to be able to kind of deal with bosses most of the time. Let me go ahead and do that 2x speed. And then our Easter Freddles over here, like the actual Easter Freddles itself, they are just doing regular AoE damage. So let me calculate the DPS just real quick. I'll just do it. You guys cannot see it. It is on the other monitor. Their DPS, holy crap. Wait, what? Did I do the math right? Oh my god, I did do the math right. Wait, they have an insane cooldown. Holy crap. So one of them alone is doing 180,468.8 damage per second. So that is an AoE unit. Keep in mind, this is a nightmare unit. So, Old Man Consequences does a crap ton of AoE damage, but I have not seen a unit get this close AoE damage wise. I mean, maybe I have, but like this is insane. I mean, if we times that number by 2, that is 360,937.7 damage per second. So that's how much damage, or DPS, that they are doing together. And then on top of that, they are spawning little Easter Freddles that have 487,266 H freaking P, bro. That is insane. This is exactly why I love summoner units more than like any unit in any tower defense game ever, because it just automatically makes the unit so much better. And then the actual unit itself is not just like taking up space, it's like actually doing damage, which makes it that much better. I mean, like, it's just absolutely amazing. Let's get a quick unit review. If we actually look at the design of the unit, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and drop a big 10. And yes, I'm not joking, because this unit design is actually based off of what they spawn too, and what they spawn is absolutely amazing. Look how cute this little guy is. He probably has a bomb inside of that egg. I would be very, very, very careful. But on a real note, I would say a 10 out of 10 design. I really just like the design in general. And then if we're going based off like animations as well, which this automatically makes the design better, is it's doing the little thing from Five Nights at Freddy's 4, I'm pretty sure, like when you're in like the little bedroom and you turn around, you have those Freddy things on the bed and they're dancing like that. This has literally the exact animation from that, which is amazing. They also have 73 range, so they have full map control. So we have full map AoE, by the way, and we have 360,000 damage per second going on with full map AoE, while also summoning things at the same exact time that have like almost 500,000 HP. Just want to let you guys know how absolutely insane that is. And then they have a really good cooldown, obviously, and for an AoE unit, this is crazy damage per second. I mean, we're doing 360,000 damage per second. We have summoner units coming out. That is insane for an AoE unit. I'm just letting you guys know, because AoE units are usually really good for killing groups, but it's seeming like this guy might end up being really good for killing bosses, because literally every single second they are doing 360,000 damage per second together. Oh crap, we're already on wave 51. Let me go ahead and sell our jar of pickles, and the boss is freaking dead. So I mean, I did technically sell the jar of pickles in time, guys. The boss literally just instantly faded away. I mean, that is pretty insane. I literally have no idea what to say whatsoever. The boss just spawned and died. All right, guys, so we are now on wave 60. This unforgiving and very unforgiving and very scary. Oh my god, you're joking. You're joking. Wait, is there an explosion VFX whenever the egg guy hits? Hold on, I need to see. Please let me see. Please, I need to freaking see. I can't see it, bro. Let me see. Can you run into somebody, please? Oh my gosh, I can't even see it in time. Can we get one to spawn somewhere to where he's like actually hitting someone. Pretty, please. I need to see if he explodes. On a real note though, like I was saying earlier, guys, we have a 10 out of 10 on the actual design, and as far as animation goes, I would say 10 out of 10 as well. The animation of it just being super accurate is amazing, and then also just as far as the design goes, I'm judging it based off of the tiny Freddles as well that are coming out of the exits. Those guys are just automatically really freaking cool. I love the animation on them, and I'm pretty sure whenever they hit someone, they do explode. I don't know exactly. Okay, I'm trying to figure that out, but I can't even, like, you know, we're so powerful already. I can't even witness an Easter Freddle even get enough time to hit one of them. It does seem like he explodes. I don't really know. Oh my god, wait, he does. I just saw it. Oh my god, beautiful. So apparently, bro explodes. I told you guys. Oh my god, I genuinely told you guys. He has a bomb in that egg. He's hiding a bomb in the egg. I knew it. This little explosive brat is blowing up people. He's freaking running down the thing with an Easter egg and blowing them up. That freaking little thing packs a punch. He almost has 500,000 HP. Hello? On a real note though, guys, this is probably one of the coolest units I have actually ever tried out. I literally love AoE units, and now we have full map AoE doing like literally 360,000 damage per second, along with summoning a really cool new summon. I love summons that actually work. Thank you, Five Nights TD devs. Now, can we please buff Cupcake Tank? Actually, guys, if you have made it this far into the video, comment Cupcake Tank, okay? I have been doing the little comment thing a lot now, and it kind of tests you guys, okay, to see if you are really watching the videos or not, because we just hit an hour on the recording. I have been here recording for an hour. So please comment Cupcake Tank if you have actually made it this far and you are a lore watcher and you watch all of the videos and all of that good stuff, because a pretty good amount of effort goes into making these videos. I gotta be completely honest here, guys. If you guys don't know what Cupcake Tank is, it is literally like the worst summoning unit in the whole entire game, and I have no idea why it's still in the game or they have not buffed it whatsoever. I have no idea. Maybe it's just meant to be the worst unit, but I actually was gonna make a video on it one time, but no joke, guys, it was literally impossible. I had shiny developer on it. I had maxed out stats on it. I had the best boosters on it. It is literally just the worst thing that has ever been released. I'm like not even joking. I'm being so freaking for real right now. We're also about to hit wave 100, and this is our second wave 100 of the video. The first one was with a secret unit, which was our third unit of the video, and now we are on like I think our 6th or 7th unit, which is a nightmare unit, so I would kind of expect it to hopefully make it to wave 100 at least at some point. But we now have no more slowing from Jar of Pickles. It does seem like we will actually die on wave 100 again. Wow, another wave 100 death. However, this is probably the coolest unit in the video so far, and it might continue to be the coolest unit because it is a summon unit, and I love summon units with all my heart. GG's to our Easter Freddle. Alright guys, once again, let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier in the game, and then let's go ahead and place our starting units once again, get our beautiful boosters down. Boom, bada bang, and pow. Now, on a real note, real quick guys, okay, this is probably going to be the most interesting unit in this whole entire video, and most of you guys probably already know what it is. I'm pretty sure it's called L-Chip, okay? We'll just see it whenever we place it down. Yes, it is called L-Chip. Now, as you guys can see, you're probably wondering, what the heck is this, bro? Like, what the heck is this equip? Please explain it to us. I don't play this game anymore. Well, guess what, Mr. Timothy? I got you, and you are good, all right? Let's just do this, and then let's just pause the wave real quick. Let's clear all the enemies. All right, here we go. So this is the first triple boost unit that is in the game. I have no idea how good this is. The only thing I heard about it was Quill talking about it. Apparently, it is actually not that bad. Let me know down in the comments, and I mean all of you, okay? All of you let me know if this is actually worth it. I might end up making a video on it if it's really like that good. I do have like Vengeance on it. Obviously, putting Spring Lock on it would be better, but like the stats don't even look that bad, and his passive says that he boosts all stats by 25%. So I genuinely have no idea how good this unit is. I mean, it definitely seems pretty good, but yeah, bro is pretty insane. I'm gonna get a starter unit back down though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and unpause the wave, but if we're actually going over design real quick, I would say 10 out of 10 design. He looks absolutely amazing. I don't care what anyone says. Very nice design on the unit. And then I would say as far as animation goes, let me just go ahead and sell my starter unit, okay? As far as animation goes, I would say another 10 out of 10. I know it just feels like I'm handing them out today, but even though we've had like no VFX, I'm not gonna lie, this is very deserving of a 10 of 10, guys, okay? Or a 10 out of 10. I don't know why I keep on saying 10 of 10. That's YouTube terms, so very sorry. But obviously, before we die, I want to just say it is a 10 out of 10. He is playing his beautiful, beautiful instrument, and it looks very freaking cool. cool. I cannot lie. But GG's to our L chip. All right, once again, let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier. We still have 2 more units after this one that I'm about to do, guys. Oh my gosh, we have a very, very long way to go. Anyways, on a real note though, okay, this is the clan unit that I was talking about at the start of the video. Also, one more thing I want to randomly mention real quick is the Easter Freddle thing that I was using earlier is the new exclusive unit, so you can actually buy that for Robux. I'm not gonna lie, that might be the one exclusive unit that I would be willing to buy. That is actually like a really good unit. I'm just letting you guys know, and it's a summon unit, and summon units are freaking beautiful. Anyways, though, we now have the Paper Pals. I'm pretty sure is the name. Yes, the Paper Pals. Now, this unit is a cone AoE plus slow, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, you could place 3 of them too? I'm not gonna lie, placing 3 of them is a little bonkers. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I do not know if placing 3 of them should be legally allowed, but this is probably about to be absolutely insane. I'm just genuinely letting you guys know. You probably want to sit back in your seats for this one. So just starting off, they have 100 freaking range. You know, just casually have 100 freaking range. So that is, once again, full map control. Maybe you can place 3 of them because they're cone AoE. I mean, it does make sense, but I'm pretty sure that they slow people's attacks by like 65%, which is more than our jar of pickles anyway. So I'm pretty sure whenever we sell the jar of pickles, it's not really going to make that much of a difference. I don't know if it's exactly 65%, but that is from what I remember, it's 65%. Again, you guys can go back to the start of the video and go look because I do introduce the units at the very start of the video. But I do want to mention real quick that these units or whatever, this guy in particular, or these people, or guy, girl, and Freddy, yes, they have a 0.25% cooldown, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure that that is the lowest a cooldown can get, as in raw stats. So my best cooldown booster is obviously bringing it down by a lot, so it is making this unit extremely overpowered because we've had multiple units that have 0.25% cooldown, and we have had like 0.09% cooldown units like all freaking video. So we've had some really fast cooldown units in this video. I'm not gonna lie. I'm doing the math as we speak, and let me just do the math right here. Yeah, this is absolutely insane. Let me make sure I got it down right. Yes, I did. So my eyes are seeing that correctly. Just one of these dudes do 252,000 damage per second. If we times that number by 3, guess what it is? It is 756,000 damage per second. So that means that we are doing 756,000 damage per second. I'm gonna keep it completely honest. That is absolutely insane. It is a clan unit though, so I mean, of course, it is meant to be overpowered. There is not a time where it is not meant to be overpowered. I do expect it to be overpowered, but this is a non-shiny version. I want you guys to keep that in mind. Shiny versions don't make that much of a difference, but it does bring the damage up, and since we do have the best damage booster along with Vengeance, that little 25% would probably end up bringing up this thing to like 30,000 or so, which would be pretty freaking insane. I cannot lie. 30,000 damage on this thing would automatically make the DPS like 40 times better. I'm just being completely honest here. I mean, look at how fast the total damage is going up on this thing. It is absolutely bonkers, okay? And I know I've been saying bonkers a lot, but if you guys actually watch my videos, you would know that I've been saying bonkers now, okay? You know, bonkers is the new word. Now, I have been recording this game for 1 hour and 12 minutes. I'm telling you guys, I'm putting a lot of effort into this video. I can actually feel myself like physically getting tired. I do not think I've ever filmed a video for this long, ever. But you guys know that I am a professional yapper, and I will not let the yap get away from me, okay? I will continue to yap. I do not care if this is a 1 hour video. The yap session will be happening, and it will happen now. So let's go ahead and go over the design. This one might be a little bit harsh, guys, so you might want to, you know, kick your slippers off for this one. I'm just going to be honest. Make sure you keep your socks on, though, because that would be a little bit weird. On a real note, I'm not going to lie. The animations are a hard 0. I do not like the animations. I feel like this is a clan unit, and again, I might be over-exaggerating, okay? Hear me out. But the animations are lame to me, okay? They're just looking around. There's not even any animations at all. 0 out of 10, okay? I'm done being nice. I'm done being nice. It is time that we start to criticize it, okay? No, I'm just kidding. There's no point in criticizing. It's a very good unit. I just don't like the animations. I feel like it's a clan unit. You got to make it kind of cool. Now, the design is something different. It is kind of cool, to be honest. It is called the Paper Pals, so if we're being fair, they are supposed to be made out of paper, but imagine if the paper moved. I feel like it'd be really cool. But since they're just paper in general, I'll give it honestly like a 9 out of 10. I think I like the little like paper look. It's kind of clean actually, because they're literally like 2D, which makes it a lot cooler. I don't know if that counts as 3D because we can see their back, but no, I'm pretty sure this is 2D. I'm actually very stupid. Never mind, guys. But honestly, you guys let me know what you think. I mean, because there's no actual animations for me to rate, so that's why I'm saying 0 out of 10, because there's no animations for me to rate. So same with VFX. There's no VFX for me to rate. Actually, there is. Oh my god, wait, there is. There is VFX. Wait, never mind. I was completely wrong. I'm so sorry, devs. There's just no animations, but there is VFX, and there is a design of a character. Obviously, there always has to be at least a design, or the character wouldn't even exist unless we had the freaking Invisible Man unit. Oh wait, we need to sell our jar of pickles. Oh my gosh. Okay, wow, and we still absolutely destroyed it. It does not matter. Anyways, let's look over these VFX, because you guys know I love VFX. It has the little slash VFX. Oh my god, beautiful. Oh my god, I love the slash VFX. Please, I want to see it, please. Okay, here, let's do 2x speed and see if we can at least see it a little bit. I think we're just so overpowered. We literally cannot see the effects, guys. I cannot. I literally cannot see it at all. Please, I want to so very badly. Okay, well, it has like a little bit of like animated blood coming off of it, which is really cool in my opinion whenever you actually kill them. So I'm going to count that as a kill effect, but that's obviously still a part of their VFX, so it would obviously go in the same ratings package. Okay, package. But what I definitely like the most is the slash effect, because since they already hit so fast, it kind of just automatically looks like they're slashing through them like a bunch of times in a row, which actually is it's actually what's happening to the unit, is that they are being slashed many times in a row. But whenever you put it into a VFX, it just makes it look that much cooler. I cannot lie. That is a very nice VFX. I was completely wrong about you devs, and I love the VFX, and I'm so glad that you at least did a little bit of something for this clan unit, because it did deserve at least some VFX or something. The design is honestly pretty cool. The animation part, it wasn't that big of a deal. You know, it was still really good. Holy freaking crap. We just killed that Anard very fast. I will see you guys on wave 70, because we have to start skipping these waves, or this video is going to be way too freaking long, because we are about to survive for probably as long as we've ever survived so far. I do think that the Apex unit will still be doing better though. But see you guys at wave 70. We are now on wave 70. Here's the boss, and the boss got absolutely destroyed. Okay, well, seems like paper pals are doing insane. Let's get a little damage check real quick, and then we'll skip to wave 80. So they all, I'm pretty sure, yes, have 20 million plus damage. They're all about to have 30 million plus damage. This unit is very freaking powerful. Oh my god, we might end up being here all day. See you guys at wave 80. All right, and we are now on wave 80. Okay, so we have the Media Freak LOL bit. I don't think that this is going to kill us. Now, if I'm being honest, the wave 100 boss has killed all of our other units. So, however, on wave 100, we might actually end up dying. I don't know for sure. Okay, we could end up killing the wave 100 boss, if I'm being honest. But I don't know how likely that is. So, I guess we will see. All right, I think we might just end up skipping the wave 90 boss, because it's going to be very slow. I will see you guys on wave 100 actually, and let's see if we can beat that stupid wave 100 boss. All right, we are now on wave 100. Come on, give me this stupid boss. Okay, so usually the reason why we cannot kill the boss is due to HP. Holy crap, how much damage do they do right off the bat? Are you joking? Okay, I honestly thought that boss was going to put us out of our misery, and apparently that boss just absolutely got melted by our units. I never thought that me selling the jar of pickles at wave 50 was going to do anything, or actually I thought that it was going to do something, and it's literally doing nothing. It did nothing. Like, these units are literally just OP on themselves. Really equip. These units are OP on themselves. See guys, that's why you don't film for an hour and 20 minutes, because I'm literally like losing sight of my life. Wait, we do have a crazy circus baby. She might not die as fast. Oh my gosh, wait, she's fast, but the problem is that we literally do 65% slowing to every freaking unit, and they're going so freaking fast, and I just don't really understand it. This is absolutely freaking insane. I think I am genuinely going insane. This unit slows 65%, I'm pretty sure, which is more than our jar of pickles. So the jar of pickles actually didn't even matter in the freaking first place. This unit's just absolutely insane and broken. Please, I am stuck here. I am genuinely stuck here. I do not know how we are making it this far, and I am very worried for my mental capacity. Okay, we are on wave 120 almost, and we have been filming for 120, meaning like an hour and 20. It's pretty insane, I cannot lie, and we literally have 2 more units to do, and they're both very freaking overpowered. I do know that the next unit I think that we're doing, guys, actually does not have a passive. Oh wow, the LOL bits just absolutely obliterated us. I actually have no idea how that happened. I don't know why they just like randomly started scattering out and just killing us from all angles. I have no idea. But GG's to our paper pals. All right, once again, let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier. Let me get my starting units down again. again. Let me get my boosters down. I think I'm starting to actually like really get the strategy down really freaking fast, guys. Somehow I do not have enough money to place these things. I do not know why. Please give me enough money to place these things and completely max out the tarnished Red Bear. Thank you. Completely max out our boosters as well. Thank you once again. So guys, this unit is going to be very interesting, okay? It is another balloon. What the heck am I trying to say? It is another version of Balloon Boy, and this one kind of has me a little bit curious, guys, okay? And just a little bit curious, I mean a lot curious, okay? So it does have a very high cooldown. It is 4 seconds, but we can obviously bring that down all the way to 1.447 seconds. As you can see, it does a crazy amount of damage. Wait, okay, that's actually insane, because you guys don't know the information that I'm about to tell you unless you were listening at the start of the video and unless you went back to actually see what type of unit it is, which you probably didn't. So let me tell you what type of unit it is. It is an AoE unit. I know that sounds really insane. It is an AoE unit that does a lot of damage with a high cooldown. It's kind of different, but it also does poison. And I'm gonna keep it completely honest. This is honestly one of the most different units that we have ever used, but this is kind of crazy because we have an AoE unit, right, that has 81 range, which is full map control from both of them, okay? That is doing 248,062.5 damage every 1.447 seconds as an AoE unit, which is kind of different. But now we have a poison unit, which is also very different because that means poison. It means it's doing damage over time. So even if we don't do enough damage to the boss, it's just going to keep on doing more and more damage over time. And I don't know how much damage that's going to be, but I know it's going to be a pretty good amount of damage. And this unit has some nice VFX. I can tell already. This is going to be absolutely insane. Oh my god. All right, I'm calculating the DPS right now. This is, oh wait, I'm so very stupid. They don't really have a DPS because they're hitting every 1.447 seconds. So yes, let's just say collectively they're doing almost 500,000 damage, okay? So let's just kind of watch this Media Freak LOL bit because they're only going to hit one time. As you can see, I think I saw some poison damage, but it actually wasn't strong. Wait, maybe this unit might not make it as far as I thought. I was thinking it was something different, which it is, but it might not make it as far as I thought, if I'm being honest. I mean, it does have full map control with the AoE, and it does do a lot of damage for an AoE unit. Like, this is probably the highest damage AoE unit I've ever seen. But the thing is that it has a really high cooldown. Whenever it comes to like Old Man Consequences, he has a really good amount of damage. Not too much, but he has a very low cooldown, which is what makes him Old Man Consequences, because he is like literally one of the best AoE units ever. But this is a full AoE unit with this much HP, so it's just kind of like confusing. But I think it's another one of those things where the poison just doesn't do as much damage as we thought it would. So he's just mostly a slow hitting AoE unit that packs a really big punch. It might be cone AoE. I don't know. I mean, like it seems like it's full AoE. I don't know. Like whenever he attacks, it seems full AoE to me. I don't know. I really don't know. You guys again can go check at the start. Okay, I don't know exactly. All right, I'm like really trying here. If we look at the design, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm so very sorry, guys. This is just amazing. Like, it's super hard for me to explain on why I'm rating it a 9 out of 10, but I just like the way it looks. It's satisfying. It's a little bit depressing, which is cool, actually. Yes. 9 out of 10 on the design. As far as the animation goes, it is a 10 out of 10. Okay, this is probably going to be one of the highest rated units of the whole entire video. I'm being so freaking for real. 10 out of 10 on the animations because he basically splits himself apart whenever he's hitting. I think that is very freaking cool. Which once again, it just goes to show how much different this unit really is, because this is a really freaking cool animation. I have never seen anything like this in this game. You know, you do tend to see a lot of tweaking out with some units in this game, but that's kind of how it is. That's how Five Nights at Freddy's is. That's how I expect Five Nights at, or well, what am I trying to say? That's how I expect Five Nights CD to be. Now let's go over VFX. So let's watch this real quick. As you can see, it is basically the same exact VFX as last time on our Paper Pals unit, which in my opinion, I feel like that's not that big of a deal. They're just reusing effects, which does make it a little bit lame. However, the actual effect itself is still a 10 out of 10 because that's what I rated it with the Paper Pals the first time. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that the VFX on this unit is also a 10 of 10. I have to stop saying 10 of 10. It is a 10 out of 10. Okay, I'm using YouTube terms, guys. I'm so freaking sorry. Like, genuinely, I have no idea why I keep on doing that at all. But I did also forget to mention this unit's name, if I'm being honest. It's called XLR, okay? And I like to just say the letters, guys. I know a lot of people are gonna get mad at me for being like, why are you saying MXES? Like, I just like saying it because it just gives it so much more power and aura whenever you're like MXES. You know, it's just like an abbreviation for like a freaking monster. But like I've been yapping about this whole entire time, this is a very different looking unit. They are both almost almost at 30,000. Why did I say 30,000? See guys, I'm literally just going insane. Like, I've been filming for an hour and a half. I'm actually like going insane. I'm slurring my words so much I can barely even talk, bro. Okay, what I was gonna say is that on a real note, both of them almost have 30 million total damage, which is really, really good. But this is just definitely something that kind of switches up the usual units that come out. We're probably gonna end up dying right here because I don't think that he does any sort of slowing, unfortunately, because he has no passive or anything like that, which probably is the downside and the large cooldown to this unit. So maybe he's really not as good as we think. He just does a lot of damage, guys. I'm gonna be honest, because the cooldown is a little bit too much for my liking. But we just sold our jar of pickles, and we just have to hope that he can hit fast enough. But I honestly doubt it, and I could be mistaken, but I doubt it. Yep. See guys, my math was correct, and it definitely mathed, and we got absolutely destroyed. So very sorry to our XOR. Wow, so very sorry. GG's to our XOR. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and pick the hardest modifier. Let's get down our starting units once again and our beautiful boosters once again. Please hurry up. There we I don't have enough money. Hello, please give me money. Thank you very much. Okay, so let's go ahead and upgrade our starting units real quick. So we have a lot to talk about with this unit, of course. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you are not surprised whatsoever because this is the Apex unit, okay? We can only place one of him. He is going to be literally Himothy of this whole entire freaking video. You can already tell. Just take a good look at him. I mean, he's absolutely insane already. Holy crap, this hitting animation is beautiful. Oh my god. Oh, this is going to be insane. So number one, guys, if you do not remember, you know, obviously at the start of the video, he does AoE slow. So what that means is that is not cone AoE. He literally does full-on AoE while also slowing them down. I think I just read his passive too. It's like 60 or 65%, which is how much he slows them down by. So he slows down anybody. What the heck am I trying to say? He slows down enemies by like 60 or 65%, which is more than our jar of pickles. So even whenever we sell the jar of pickles, we're still gonna be okay. He has a pretty good cooldown of like 0.9, and then he also does plus 10% damage in poison. So he is an AoE slow plus poison. So he does slowing. He has full AoE over the whole entire map because he has 95 range, and he does freaking poison, which is absolutely insane. Now poison is not that good, at least from what we saw earlier, of course, guys. Now poison in games like this tend to not be that good. Like the burn damage tends to not be as good, which kind of sucks. I do think we had like one good burn damage unit one time though, so that's some good at least. I don't know how good his poison is gonna be, but as far as attacking animations go, this is the best thing I think I've ever seen. Oh my god, are you guys witnessing what I am witnessing right now? We have never had an attacking animation like this. That is one thing that I do love about Five Nights Tower Defense, or Five Nights CD. I don't know why I always say Tower Defense. So very sorry, guys. But that is one thing that I love about Five Nights CD, and thank you, devs, for doing this. They do always go out on the Apex units. It is literally beautiful. Keep in mind, they have had like a month to build this unit, if not longer, because the MXES is what I'm going to call it. MXES, because you guys don't like me saying it with the letters. I'm going to call it MXES, okay? They've had a few months to actually like get this unit prepared for this update, and this is just absolutely insane. If I was not super tired right now from recording for an hour and a half, I would definitely be freaking out a lot more than I am right now. But let's go ahead and calculate DPS. It's not going to be too much than what that number says, because it's only a 0.9 cooldown. So let's just go ahead and divide it by 0.905. He is doing 783,149.1 damage per second, which I'm not gonna lie is pretty freaking crazy if I do say so myself. Like, he's literally lagging my game. But let's go ahead and go over the design just real quick. So I love the design. Okay, I love like the little electric arms that like go to the hands, and then whenever he's AFK, look, he starts tweaking out. He has a glitch effect around him, which already automatically makes him look absolutely insane. This guy looks insane, like actually genuinely insane. So 10 out of 10 on the design easily. As far as animation goes, this is the best animation I think I've ever seen in the game. And no, I'm not over exaggerating. You guys can try and compare it to whatever you want, but he has a bunch of hands coming out of the ground. I thought that the unit was just glitched for a second, but no, he has a bunch of hands literally popping out of the freaking floor. And since he's a full AoE unit, it just like completely destroys everyone on the map because he has full freaking map map control too. Doing 708,750 damage as an AoE unit is absolutely insane, while also doing 65% slowing is absolutely insane, and doing poison damage on top of that is absolutely insane. So 11 out of 10 animation, probably like the best animation I've ever seen in this game. I'm not even kidding. That is beautiful. I don't know what we could count as VFX, I'm gonna be honest, because there's no like effects whenever they actually hit, but there is a glow aura around him, so I guess I'll count that as an effect if I'm being honest. If we're counting that as an effect, I would say easily like an 8.5 out of 10, because he doesn't have any like crazy VFX. He just has like a glow, but I do like the glitch. Actually, I take that back. I would say 10 out of 10 on the VFX too. I know guys, 10 out of 10s all across the board. Instead of a 30 for 30, he got a 31 out of 30 because his animation was just that good. The VFX count as the glitch on him, obviously, which obviously bumps us up by a lot. I love the glitch on him. I think it makes it look even more sick than it already is. That definitely puts the VFX out of 10 if I'm being honest. This is absolutely freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh, I just love this freaking unit. Oh my god, it's like it's the most precious thing I've ever seen in my freaking life. He's already done 62 million damage, so I'm just letting you guys know he is probably easily, and I mean easily, the best unit in this whole entire video. Once we get to wave 50 though, we will end up going ahead and selling our jar of pickles, which if I'm being honest is not going to make that much of a difference because this guy already does like 60 or 65% slowing. I'm pretty sure it's 65, but he does more slowing than the jar of pickles regardless. So the jar of pickles being gone is literally not going to affect him at all, except for like whenever they walk out at the start, it might slow him down a little bit more. I really don't know, because like whenever he hits, he's still doing over 708,000 damage per second. So that literally automatically makes it to where the people are just going to automatically die, just depending on their HP, of course. But let's go ahead and see him kill this boss. The only thing that's obviously stopping him is the cooldown. I did just see the boss freeze. I don't know if that was just a lag spike, but the boss literally froze. I don't know if it's because his slowing is that good, but the boss literally freaking froze for a second. But let's go ahead and skip to wave 60. We're going to see how he does on the Anard, and then we're probably going to end up skipping a lot more because this video is obviously going to be super long. And this guy, I honestly expect him to make the farthest. So we'll just go ahead and skip to wave 60. Here we go, guys. Wave 60, we have the Unforgiving Anard. He is super fast, but he is not fast enough because holy crap, this guy just freaking destroyed him. All right, let me go ahead and place him right here. I will not let us die from that, guys. Do not worry. I did forget that we did sell our jar of pickles, which actually is our range booster, which a lot of you are probably going to be mad at me saying that it doesn't matter that I sold my jar of pickles, because it actually does. I am a little bit stupid. So very sorry about that, guys, because I keep on forgetting that he's a range booster too. Slowing wise, us selling the jar of pickles doesn't matter, but however, he is our range booster, which actually is a pretty big deal. That is completely my fault. So very sorry about that. So it does kind of matter, but we're not even going to look at wave 70 because we already know he's going to win. Let's just go ahead and skip to wave 80. Okay, so here we go. We are on the wave 80 boss, and once again, it's literally just standing still from how good the slowing is. I think the poison is stepping in too. This is getting insane. I mean, like literally no boss can kill him. No people can kill him. He only has 54 range right now, so we literally have no freaking range booster at all, if I'm being honest. This is genuinely like the most insane thing I've probably ever seen from a unit ever. This is the best animations I have ever seen on a unit. Regardless if this is the best Apex or not, which this is probably actually up there because it is full on AoE, and if you have a range booster, you can get full map control with it too. I just not remembered I'm not on 2x speed this whole entire time. That is honestly my bad. But on a real note, guys, this is pretty insane. I mean, like, this is definitely the best animations I've ever seen on an Apex unit. Not necessarily the best Apex unit, but definitely the best animations I have ever seen. We'll go ahead and watch him just destroy this boss real quick too, just so you guys know. We should be completely okay. I don't know how he just did that much damage. How did he just do that much damage? Hello? I swear she just went from 4 million HP to like 700k in like 2 seconds. I don't know how that just happened, but whatever. I really have no idea. But let's go ahead and skip to like wave 110 because I guarantee you we're still gonna be alive. All right, guys, we're now on wave 110. Now, this is the only wave I'm scared of. And the one time, holy crap, it doesn't make any sense. It's like he just sits there and builds up damage, and it just does that. It does that much damage right off the bat. She went from 5 million HP to like less than a million in like a second, but he only does 708,000. I have no idea if that's a glitch or if that's part of the passive. Someone please let me know. Literally makes this unit insane. Okay, I'm skipping to wave 130. How long is he going to be able to last, bro? Oh my god, this might actually be the best Apex. I have no idea. Okay, here we go. Wave 130. Oh my gosh, please can we just die? Like it's literally, oh my god, I've been recording for an hour and 40 minutes. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's just refusing to die. Is literally refusing to go down, guys. Go down. Come on, bro. You're done. You're done. Give it up. Oh my gosh. I want you guys to keep one thing in mind. He really does not have full map control anymore. There is not a single range booster. Oh wait. Oh, we got hit. We died. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I literally cannot believe that just freaking happened. This is literally the most insane Apex I've ever seen in my whole entire freaking life. I can't even believe that we made it to wave 134. Okay, guys, so I really did enjoy making this video. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most insane video I've ever made on this channel. I literally recorded for like an hour and almost like 50 minutes just making this freaking video. But on a real note, these units were absolute insanity, and really good props to the devs for everything. You know, I know that we're doing bi-weekly updates now, but I mean, clearly they have been some really quality updates. Like seriously, this was an absolute insane update, insane video, everything. But anyways, guys, make sure to join my Discord server because we do giveaways every 2 days in there, and also make sure to like and subscribe so I can feed my family. I'll see you guys in the next one, and goodbye.